back to the channel. If you have 30 minutes to spare in your day, I'm going to show you how to prep the best meatballs you ever had. That's right, just 30 minutes. It's going to take a little longer to cook, about an hour, but if you have 30 minutes, you can put this together. So I have here 1 pound of chopped meat. I buy the meatloaf mix. They sell it in all the stores here in New Jersey. It's pork, beef, and veal in equal proportions. You can ask any good butcher. They'll make it for you, I'm sure. But if you can't find it, just use 80% lean chopped meat or ground chuck. To that, I'm going to add some locatelli cheese. Locatelli cheese is Pecorino Romano. Some salt, some pepper, a couple eggs, and some Italian seasoning. That's going to go in the oven for about 20 minutes as balls, then in the marinade for about an hour. That's all it takes. Come along, and I'll show you how it's done. Alright folks, here you go. So to the ground meat, I added the cheese. I'm going to throw in a little salt, and of course I use real salt by weeknights. So here you go. And a little black pepper. And then now I'm going to toss in my Italian spice. And I measure using the pinch or punch method. So that was a good pinch. And now I'm going to measure out, because I don't want too much breadcrumbs, about a cup here of breadcrumbs. And I'm going to give this a good mix. The only way to do this is to do this. So I guess this is the worst part or the best part. I don't mind it one bit. I've been making meatballs my entire life. I've made a few. I make them different than my mother. She would put a lot of breadcrumbs. She'd only put 1 egg. By the way, I put 3 eggs in this. I find, but adding a few extra eggs, it gives it lift. It gives it, it doesn't make them as dense. And my mother would fry them. I don't like to fry them. It kind of makes them a little bit greasy, and my sauce gets greasy, and I'm trying to cut back on fats in life, because we know better than our ancestors, right? All right, guys, I threw all the ingredients in here. I spared you watching that. I mixed it for maybe 3 minutes tops. This looks like it's pretty good. From here, I'm going to make these little round golf-sized meatballs, and I'm going to get them in the oven. So I'll bring you back when everything's in the ball shape, and I'll show you what they look like, and then I'll toss them in the oven for you. 3 minutes to mix everything up into one great big meatball, and now I'm doing my little individual ones. You want to make these about the size of a golf ball. There's different theories. Some people make them bigger, smaller. They say smaller meatballs is a sign of respect in Italy. I don't know about that. I like good sized meatballs. I always respect when you go to a restaurant and you order a platter and they serve you something. So to me, that's respect, because I'm getting a lot for my money. When I usually eat dinner, I'm good for about 3 of these with a plate of spaghetti. That's it. Got these rolled up. Got them in individual bowls, as you see. These are about to go in the oven for exactly 20 minutes. My oven is preheated, so make sure before you do this, while you're rolling them up, get your oven lit, and that'll save you a lot of time down the road. I got you over the stovetop here. I have my garlic that has all been sauteed and toasted. It's ready to go. To this, I'm going to add our homemade puree. I took this from our stock of last year. We still have a few more jars left. And I wash it out as best I can. To the garlic and olive oil, I'm adding my 2nd jar of homemade puree. Actually, I'm not going to put the whole thing in. I'll add some more. So about 1.5 jars. And I'm going to throw in some paste. I sauteed the garlic and a little olive oil. I added about 2 jars of puree, or Jersey Gold, I like to call it. This is from tomatoes that we picked last year. I I have a little basil in there. I'm going to add in a little Italian seasoning, salt and pepper. Give this a good stir. Cover it. This is going to cook for the remainder of the 20 minutes. And then I'm going to put the meatballs in it. You see they're not quite 100% cooked. They're going to finish off in the sauce. So I'm going to get these over into the pot. I'm going to let these cook for an hour or longer. And then my dinner's ready to serve. All right, everybody's in the pool. And now they're going to take about an hour nap. And I'll bring you back when they're done. They look delicious or what? Going to give these guys a taste and see how we made out. These are spot on. They're delicious. Put this over a plate of spaghetti, meatball parm, just meatballs. They are delicious. Hope you give this a try. Give me a like and a subscribe, and thanks for watching.